What is up, beautiful people of YouTube? Today we're going to be looking at a new song with ATEEZ and fireworks. But guys, before we do that, can I just say thank you very much once again for your support. I'm really happy to announce that finally the community tab has been unlocked since yesterday, and based on that, I basically said, what are we going to review today? Are we going to look at Wonho or are we going to look at ATEEZ? And based on what you guys said, we're going to look today at ATEEZ. So if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe so you can take part in all of these polls to say what is going to be reviewed. Give me your opinions. What do you think can improve? I think it's a great way to interact with you guys and also with myself, and it's also really fun, I must say. So guys, let's not waste any more time and let's jump right into ATEEZ with fireworks. Did they actually update this? This looks so much better than previously. I don't know if it's just me, but it just looks much better from the QK Entertainment intro. Looks nice now. It looks a little bit refreshed. It looks a little bit more HD compared to the previous one. Wow, that's actually really smart. So for the people who don't see it, just look at the title. The title with fireworks, it disappears the moment it's supposed to hit the feet there. Really, really clean. I'm not a fan of text overlaying with a subject, in this case the ATEEZ members, and they just got rid of it on the spot. Really, really nice eye and detail. Very nice color combinations, very warm colors. Of course, we have a little bit of yellow, a little bit of blue, which are very contrasting to the rest, but they look really nice. Really good color palette so far. Like just for example, this shot is really hard to pull off. You know, we have these warm tones in the background, we got this warm mist, the tree is even of a brown color, and then you see one of the ATEEZ members wearing also a suit that has a brown tint to it, or a very warm tint at least. But look how beautifully it matches. It doesn't seem like it's all a mishmash of colors, it just looks very clean, and you can see the nice contrast between the yellow and the blacks. Really nice. Wait, what? What is that for transition? I just want to have a look at it a little bit closer with you guys. Because why not? You know, we're going to look at this together. Is this a gunshot effect? It looks very much like a gunshot CGI effect. I don't know why, but maybe I'm wrong. Because you can see the flame and then the smoke dispersing away from the gun, how it should be. But interesting how they used it with the sun. Why not? I love the pink in his hair. It adds a lot of tone to the colors. It reminds me a little bit of Backdoor, where one of the members also had pink red hair. It adds a lot of contrast to the... Well, here we have another member with red hair, but it adds a little bit of more color to the scene. Rather than everything being warm, there's a little hint of color here and there, which is always nice to add. Nothing too aggressive. Ooh, is this CGI? Guys, put in the comments below if you think this is CGI. Like literally, I give you 2 seconds to think about it. I personally think it is CGI. It looks like CGI, but it looks really good because you can kind of see it really looks like as if the members were literally sitting there. I always say when you do CGI, kind of make sure that all the aspects look as if they match. Don't just do and add stuff together because you think it's cool. Make sure that it works. And in this case, it works really nicely together. Nice. Fix on, and then it's integrated in the little display. Really, really cool idea. Like whoever thought of this did a fantastic job. Really nice idea. Integrating all technology with this song. Really, really cool. I'm really curious where they filmed this actually. So I didn't want to complain here. I thought they're going to keep this very simple actually, like the main choreography, the main dance act, the main drop, however you want to call it, up to you. But to me, the camera moves a little bit too much. Like if you look at it, very calm scenes, for example, a very relaxing scene, your eye is just focused on one member or one aspect and the camera doesn't shake around too much. But then we have these moments. It just jumps up and down a little too much because my eyes really have to follow that movement as well, and my eyes also go down. It's a little bit too aggressive in my opinion, but let's see how they continue it. Maybe they fixed this in the past. I'm more of a fan when you show choreography, keep it easy, because people love seeing choreography. It's something that I think is very important, especially in K-pop. So let's see how they progress with this. I have no idea who started this trend, by the way, but in many of my videos, if you go back a few times, how many people do these kick transitions? Ever since Kick It, I don't know why, but a lot of people love kicking the camera into a next shot. Interesting, 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 but I'm not really sure why so many people do it. I still love it, but I just don't understand why the trend picked up. Maybe I should do that in my next video as well. Nice calming shots. Here, for example, this particular shot, you can, I hope you can see what I mean. The camera kind of swings up and down to the side and to the left, but my eye basically is trying to focus here, but my eye has to make this movement from left to right, up and down, which makes me a little bit seasick, if I can say so, but it's not too bad. They're trying to make it a little bit unique. I love that they tried it, but personally, maybe a little bit more of a relaxed shot would have been nicer here. Because the choreography looks very interesting, but it's a little bit distracting on the side. Yeah, this is pure, like literally, this is pure CGI, but it looks real. It looks like a start to a game, which is fine. More beauty shots. There's a lot of beauty shots in this entire video, what I see so far, but that's fun. I think that beauty shots are important. It's a little bit of fan service. I bet a lot of boys, a lot of girls, whoever you are, like these kind of shots because you like seeing the members. Fair enough. The lip sync is also, I think, really nice so far. It really looks as if they were, if I was listening to them live here. It's really spot on. Wait, let's have a look there. Is that face softening again? I don't get why they do it. Why do they soften their faces so heavy? Like the nose loses so much detail. And the main problem for me is that it also kind of destroys the hair a little bit. The hair loses detail because you can see his necklace is very sharp, but his hair is just not sharp anymore because it loses detail based on those software additions that they do to it. Yeah, not my favorite. I keep saying it. I hope one day they'll focus more on makeup rather than this. We have seen it now with Shiny. They did a fantastic job with their latest video, but here they kind of went back with softening. A little bit of a shame. A lot of things happening when the build-up comes. Beautiful shot. How did they do that? Did they add a GoPro to it? Yeah, they must have added like a... This looks very much like a 360 camera because you can kind of see that the angle moves a little bit here and there, meaning they edited it in post to see what they want to focus on. But it looks cool. I love these kind of shots, these nice detailed shots that give a little bit more of expression rather than just showing a car. Seeing a car in action is a little bit cooler. Like for me, still the member looks a little bit too much lost in this shot. Maybe a little bit of a white clothing, a little bit of a very unique contrasting color would have been nice here on the member itself. Because though I can see that he's standing here, it took a little while to pick it up, to kind of say there is a member there. Small details that you can pick up, but if you shot it already and this is what you have to go for, it's fine. It's nothing bad. But again, guys, work with the colors that you have. Oh, beautiful. I always think that fire is one of the most beautiful elements that you can use in any video. It adds a lot of character, a lot of beauty to it, and I think it's just an element that is very unique. Every flame is different. It always tells a different story, and it adds just so much to a shot. Beautiful here. Awesome. I want to double check something quick. Is it me or does it seem off-centered? Or is it just me and does this one character all the way on the right look a little bit off-centered? He should be like standing kind of here. I'm not sure why, but it just feels a little bit off-centered. Maybe I would have reshot this and say, hey man, can you stand a little bit here? Because this looks great, but he's just cut out. No idea what happened there, but if that was the choreography, who am I to judge that? Beautiful. Like I say, I love fire. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this is real fire. Standing here is just so warm. For anyone who has been standing next to a bonfire really knows that it's hot. But what they did fantastic here on the other hand is they really made sure that the light source here from the tree is shining on the ATEEZ member here. And it makes it look as if it was real. I got sold in the first second, but of course, if you know how heat works, this is really hot. Like this would burn you. But it looks super cool. Like I say, I love fire, especially when it's done right. Like here, the fire is real. Must have been nice to have a nice, beautiful heat on your back. Really beautiful shot though, this. Again, I don't think this is real. I think this is me thinking out loud, okay? But I think this is all edited on post. Like they're not standing there real. The sand, however, is real, but the background is a complete green screen effect or anything that they use, whatever aspect they use. Maybe they cut out the back and put in a new background. But here you can kind of see it looks like as if they were miniatures standing on a pile of sand. That's what I think. Interesting, but I'm not sure. I'm not a real fan of the background. It just looks a little bit too fake for me. This is awesome. Now it's awesome. Awesome. See, now it's like a party full of energy. Very beautiful focus shots. Nothing too complicated. Really, really nice. Now that is a cool ending. I have not seen any videos that had an ending like this before. I felt like I was watching the ending of a ceremony. It was awesome. This is how it should be. A great ending. The ending I will for sure remember in many videos that I'm going to look at and maybe see if I can get a comparison out of it. So yeah guys, what did you think of ATEEZ and fireworks? And especially what did you think of the video? Now in my opinion, it felt a little bit confused at the beginning. I wasn't really sure what they were going for, but oh my god, the ending really made up for it. The colors were beautiful, the colors of the clothing, the fireworks, the fire itself, all these elements just fit beautifully together. It was like a party at the end, and this is how I remember ATEEZ. ATEEZ loves putting energy into the shots. Of course, there's a lot of CGI in this video. However, they did a fantastic job in trying to make this all match. Of course, there were some parts where I'm like, maybe just ignore the back. Why do you need a city that looks destroyed in the background? If this is your choice, go for it. But I think use the elements you have. You had a cool scene. You had a cool backdrop. Why make it look more complicated than what it is? If I have to give this video a rating just out of the bat, I'm gonna give it a really good 8.5 out of 10. Now you might be asking, why an 8.5 and why not a 9 or a 9.5? Well, there's a very simple reason for it. A, they used face softening again. And B, I think the CGI was a little bit too much. They should have maybe stayed away a little from it. I think ATEEZ is a group where you do not need a lot of CGI or green screening. I think you should just leave it pure. They look fantastic. They're able to make things really cool. And on the other side, they did a fantastic job with the camera works. Of course, it was a little bit hectic at some times, but they did some cool things where you're like, okay, they used 360 cameras. They tried to follow the members once again. I think that shot with the wheel turning was just something different for once. I've never seen this yet in a K-pop video, but it's cool to look at things like that. I think you kind of need to say, what am I going to do to kind of be different? And on top of that, they added real fireworks to the video, which just makes this video so much better. I'm a real fan of fireworks. Hate me for it, but I bet you guys also love fireworks. So yeah guys, what did you think of ATEEZ and fireworks? I think it's really cool. I think it's awesome. I'm looking very much forward to what you guys are going to recommend next to me. But if you haven't yet guys, make sure you like the video and make sure you subscribe to the channel. And of course take part in the polls, because I think these polls are super interactive and allows me to review what you guys want me to review. So see you on the next video and catch you then guys.